Welcome to the Power Chamber Podcast.
The only PCP whose nails are their claws.
Okay, sure.
Sorry, I was going for a tooth and nail joke, but I forgot the tooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever that means. I don't know what you're talking.
Okay. Sorry.
For this episode of the Power Chamber Podcast,
The only PC. Wait, I already did that.
No, we already did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna open with the episode 16.
Yeah, Power Rangers Dino Supercharge.
What was even this episode's title?
It wasn't the one I thought it was going to be.
Wings of Change or Wings of Revenge, something like that. Right?
Yeah, the Wings of Change.
It's Wings of Danger, I think.
Wings of Danger.
Wings of Danger. Haha.
Yeah.
I was correct. Okay.
It was a good episode.
Yes, this was.
That's the first thing. It was a really good episode.
Yeah. Finally. Oh my god, I did not think we were going to do this.
Me neither. I thought there was no coming back.
Recipe for Disaster totally ruined my faith in this type of episode from this show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I kept waiting for the other shoe to drop. Just be like, okay, so
especially
when Zenowing just walked off, I was like, okay, now we're moving on to something stupid, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something cool would happen, and then the Rangers would start talking, and the dialogue was oddly serious, and I was like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
What kind of show are we watching now?
Well, it's the Power Rangers.
Yeah, apparently this is the first episode that feels like an MMPR episode from this show.
Yeah. We've got enough to be like, yeah.
Or really, just a Power Rangers episode in general.
Yeah.
Because, man,
we're fully
this was structured really well. And even the scenes are well paced most of the time.
Okay.
They have to cut a whole lot of stuff. There were some early cuts that I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're done with that scene.
I don't think there were early cuts. I think it's a problem with the editing, not a problem with the cut itself. Where it was...
Yeah, no, where it was fine, but
just how it was.
Yeah, where the actual cut was in the scene was weird.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was fantastic.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It did really well. I had no idea
that
this show was going to come back.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it was going to come back this way. I knew that there had... Because, I mean, the show has to be good on its own standards, right?
I guess. What do you mean? Its own standards.
It
has to
for this season, we never had an episode that was okay, we're this, you know.
Oh.
It was always something it was weird. Even the Love at First Fight episode, as good as it is, isn't really focused as far as plot. It's more or less
I see what you're saying.
It's a character development episode. So,
but it's cartoony.
No, not really cartoony. It's just that there's not, the stakes aren't that high, I guess.
Yeah, no,
aren't as high as they are in this. I think.
Not in this episode. No, this is the first moment in this season. I said it a couple weeks ago how they're in no mortal danger ever. This episode kind of takes that, flips it on its head a little bit.
Yeah, wow, man.
It was harsh.
I've seen some things I've never seen from this show. Seriously, Power Rangers
I've heard some things that I've never heard from this show.
Yeah, but it was crazy.
It was crazy, yo.
Yeah, the basic plot is that Zenowing decides he's going to go by himself, try and get his Silver Energem back from Dual Wing. The Rangers try to help him, and he's like, no, I must do this alone because,
Because I'm alone.
He's a Sixth Ranger and Lone Wolf, and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do this a lot.
We do it a lot.
And then...
The Magna Defender did it. Merrick did it at the end of the season.
No,
he went the extra mile.
Merrick did it at the beginning, dude. When he came
back,
right,
because he went the whole Ken route.
Yeah. You don't remember that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
When he's like, I will destroy you myself. He's got the dagger and he's trying to kill Master Org. You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
It's crazy.
That's insanity.
But, so the Rangers go off and they decide that rather than do something that doesn't have anything to do with the plot, they're going to go train to be ready for whenever Dual Wing attacks.
Yes.
And while they're training, they see that Zenowing is also training, and he turns a rock into a diamond with this cool new move and then destroys it.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. And
he's a sword fighter, so obviously Riley's involved in this plot. And they have kind of a bitter back and forth
I don't know.
one line.
Yeah, it was weird because
it kind of came out of nowhere.
No,
when they started kicking it off.
The problem is that we've taken Riley so far removed from the
sword fighting. Yeah.
That when he was like, I'm a bit of a sword fighter myself, I was like, oh, we're back to this.
Yeah. Oh, we're focusing on this again.
After 2 seasons, we're back to this.
These are the episodes that Chip wrote.
Yeah.
Because they got to do what he with last season. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess we're doing this now, and he's like, no human could ever learn my moves, and I was like, wow, what a dick thing to say. Yeah. And apparently Riley thought the same thing, because Dual Wing and Arcanon attack, and Arcanon gives Dual Wing this ultimatum. He said, you will get the Silver Energem back, or you're going to die trying.
Yeah.
But they can't say die. So.
They can't say die.
So he goes off, and they start fighting with each other. And
they can't say die, but they could show that shit.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to it. So they go off, and Dino Wing and Dual Wing are fighting each other, and it's really cool. But Dual Wing is, for some reason, he's just OP as fuck. He's beating the shit out of Dino Wing, and he's also beating the shit out of the Rangers.
Should have never told you what that means.
You didn't tell me what that means.
Yeah. Sorry. I told somebody what that means earlier this week. I can't remember. I thought it was you.
Emilio told me what that means.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's just beating the crap out of him. The Rangers are down. Dino Wing's down. All of a sudden, Dual Wing's like, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
But it was so odd to have it the way it was staged, execution style.
Yeah. But I guess because if he kills him, he'll unbond from the Energem, and that'll give the free reign for the power, I guess.
There's also that possibility that the 50-50 shot that it might stay bonded to Dual Wing.
That's also true because he shares the same genetic makeup as we about. Because Dual Wing's he explains this to the Rangers I was captured after I went to Earth looking for Keeper. I designed the Zords and then left and found Arcanon on a planet, tried to kill him with the Silver Energem. During our fight, it bonded to me. It was cool. But then he captured me, and he touched me with the Dark Energem and made an evil duplicate of myself, and that's how I became Dual Wing also. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, that's cool.
This episode answers a lot of questions.
Yeah, it does. It does. It really kind of ties everything together, because what I thought was going to happen was that it was yes, my trusted General Dual Wing, I'll merge you guys together. But no, actually Dual Wing is the evil duplicate of Dino Wing, which is awesome.
It's super cool. It was a twist I didn't see coming. So I didn't know how everything was going to tie together. But I'm actually pretty happy with it all in all.
Yeah.
There are still a couple of things that aren't explained, but I've got theories for them. Okay. We have enough information.
Yeah, we'll get
given
to
in the episode.
We'll get to them. So. Dual Wing's got Dino Wing on the ground. He's like, and Riley comes in.
Chop his freaking head off.
Riley comes in and he saves him, and it's cool. But then Riley gets death blow.
Yeah.
Damn.
That guy's finale.
He grand slammed that mother.
Just everybody's and it's a really serious moment.
Yeah, it's God.
It's like when Raymond got shot and everybody was like, it was oh my God.
Is he dead? No, but then they take him. Then Keeper decides he's going to show up. He's like, I got to get them the hell out of here.
Yeah.
So
he
all leave.
Drops the smoke pellet and poof, they're gone.
Yeah.
They go back to the lab and Riley's on a fucking gurney.
Yeah.
Looking terrible, and they show well, I don't know. I think they designed makeup a sword wound.
Yeah.
But it was too graphic, so they put a animation film over it.
Yeah, just
so it was glowy. And
so it looks a little bit more cartoony, a little bit easier pill to swallow. I guess.
Yeah.
But I saw that. I was like, man, this is harsh. We got harsh.
It was still brutal.
It was around that time that you were like, what the heck show are we watching?
Yeah, I was like, I thought we were watching Supercharge. What happened?
Where was any of this in the previous episodes? It was crazy. And Dino Wing's all talking about, man, I knew he shouldn't have interfered. This is his fault because he stepped in. And Tyler's the first one to be like, dude, we saved your life.
Yeah, we saved your ass, man.
You would be dead.
You're welcome.
For him, and you're not even happy. And they start arguing with each other. And it's super intense and because
we built tension and conflict around our main characters. It was I'm not used to it.
That Kendall is supposed to be just guys, why don't you just
Yeah, how about you guys take a breath?
Take a minute and
count to 10.
Yeah. Ah, God, it was so cool. Like, man.
Yeah. Oh man, at that point I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like this is a completely different show than what we've been subjected
stepped up
to
for reasons.
It's been like a year.
Yeah. When the Rangers leave, Keeper's like, Zenowing, you were bonded to dual wing for so long, you forgot what it means to actually feel gratitude and be happy and have good emotions. And he's like, you're right.
Yeah, that was about it.
Like,
I never saw it that way before.
Yeah, it was kind of like
it was a little bit wedged in. Just
a little bit. Don't feel bad, Peter. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Then we go back to the ship.
Yeah.
And Wrench is duplicating monsters.
Yeah, he's just bringing them back to life like a freaking. He's got a lever that he's just pulling over and over again.
But they can't talk. I'm guessing because we couldn't get the original voice actors back, so they're just like, screw it. They just won't talk.
They don't really have to say anything.
Not really. No,
Plus, we've got the battle noises on in the archive, so we'll just use those again.
Yeah,
it's totally fine. None of them really matter.
Yeah. While this is going on, Heckle
is coercing Poisandra somehow.
Yeah, he says, "We
didn't even get into that."
Yeah, no. He's like, "I got some information for you. If you break me free, I'll let you know what it is." And she's like, "Oh, what is it?" And then we cut.
Yeah, then we cut. And I was like, "Oh, damn it!" Yeah. What do you think he told her? Because
I don't know.
In the next scene, she brings him a freaking bomb. Yeah. So, like, what warranted that?
I'm pretty sure he was like, Sledge is alive or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, this show got better. Yeah, this show got a lot better.
This was crazy, man. We jumped quite a bit. And then, I forget what happened next. So, Zenowing goes to Riley and he's like, let my power be your own.
He's like, he feels like a dick and Keeper's like, hey, you're a dick. And he, like, heals Riley with his sword. I'm guessing it's a him sword.
Yeah.
Just from the way that it looked.
Yeah, it does look a little bit like it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It looked kind of like, what is it, the Skyward Sword from Legend of Zelda. That's what it looked like to me, man.
Yeah.
He's just going, ah.
He's just going, And he recites this incantation that lets Riley share his sword fighting abilities, and Zenowing shares Riley's heart. And I was like, what? Yeah. What? We're doing the dragon heart thing.
Yeah.
I've never been so happy. Yeah. Except for meeting Robert Axelrod, apparently. That was a highlight of my life.
That was fantastic. Like, man, I've never seen you guys. But back to this episode.
Anyway.
Zenowing goes out and
he decides he's going to go retrieve the Dark Energem.
Yeah, he's going to go fight Dual Wing again. And he gets captured. And
what are the other Rangers doing again?
They are sitting at the picnic table and they're like, oh man, Zenowing's such a dick. And he's like, well, I mean, he was bonded to an evil creature forever. Maybe there's something there. And then all of a sudden they get shot.
Oh yeah.
By, like, all these monsters that are coming out and they're like, okay, let's kick some ass. And so that's what they're doing. They're fighting these monsters while Zenowing is getting captured. And
because he's like, I will beat you with the power of good, and then gets captured.
Yeah. And then so
Arcanon comes up.
Arcanon is like, I'm gonna touch you back. I'm gonna touch you with this Dark Energem again, and then you'll merge back into Dual Wing, and you'll be mine again. Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll have the Silver Energem. Yeah.
He goes for it, and then all of a sudden we like zoom out of Riley's face because he saw all of that apparently.
Yeah.
He just wakes up. He's like, oh god. And
he had a dream with the Cosmic Owl. It was weird.
It was weird. Yeah.
It was.
He was like, I saw it.
Some Mortal Kombat shit.
Like
I'm just saying.
Like it was linked to his consciousness, and I was like, man, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And Kendall's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I'm healed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
the Wolverine style. And she's like, what?
Yeah. I'm gonna go save Zenowing. You gotta tell the other Rangers to meet me. So he goes off once the Rangers easily defeat the other monsters.
Yeah. Like it's kind of depressing. Like Tyler fights Meteor, Stingray, and Ice Age all at the same time by himself.
Yeah.
In a battleizer, but still.
Yeah, they're kind of weak sauce. It was weird.
And they were getting rid of him kind of just, candy. It wasn't...
Yeah, just kind of...
It wasn't all that impressive.
Going through all of them.
But I really don't know why they wasted that mechanic on this episode.
Because it's anti-footage. I think they needed a reason to have the Rangers fighting old monsters and also him fighting those three monsters in particular. Because I know that they have a larger role in the Sentai than they do... actually on the show.
Yeah, they're like the big bads.
Yeah. So, they're they decide they're gonna go help Zenowing and.
Zenowing and dueling.
Yeah, Arcanon's about to touch him to the inner gem, and he touches him, and they're going, oh my god, we're merging together. And Riley shows up, and he's like, I'm going to do the Skyward Sword thing.
And he did the Skyward Sword thing. It was freaking awesome.
And he
draws the Triforce in the air, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah. And he blows up everything, and they lose the Dark Inner Gem, and I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they just dropped that thing.
Yeah, and so... Zenowing's free, and then Arcanon's pissed. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, Dueling. It's your last straw. And then the Rangers show up. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna let them kill you. So he just up and leaves. So the Rangers get ready to fight this guy, but then they also have all these other monsters coming at him. So Tyler goes off against Dueling by himself in the battleizer. And so they're beating the crap, and it's just awesome action scene. They remember the triple spike.
Yeah, they remember. They call back on the triple spike. Like I was completely convinced we were going to introduce all of these weapons and never use them, but we got to see the motorcycles. What are they called?
Raptor cycles.
Is that true?
I think, yeah.
All right, the Raptor cycles and the triple spike in this episode.
Yeah,
it was just odd callback. Like I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah,
this show might know what it's doing.
Yeah. And so then, like, in the middle of the fight between Dueling, Tyler gets knocked down. He's like, oh, no. And then
but he gets up again.
Zenowing shows up. Goddamn. Zenowing shows up, and he's like, I am the true hero. And so they're like, fighting each other, and it's cool. And then he gets him down, and he's like, yeah, I got him. He's like, you won't beat me. I'm stronger than you. And then he takes the energem out of the sword. He's like, not if I have this. And so then he morphs, and... he beats the crap out of Dueling. It's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
And they blast that fool, and he's dead.
See what happens when we have like scenes that build up the fight scenes. Yeah. Like how much more we care.
Yeah. So he's dead. The Rangers. The next thing that happens is that Poisandra brings Heckle the bomb.
Yeah, she gives him a plate, which I guess is what they serve the food on. And she pulls out a bomb, and it's like, it's this tiny device that's got a red light that's blinking and is beeping. I'm like, is that a fucking bomb?
Yeah.
Then he puts it on the outside of the door. I was like, that's a fucking bomb!
And he breaks out, which I guess nobody noticed.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Like, some Vivix were blown
the door blows off, but for some reason...
like, nobody's like...
there's no alarms,
worried.
nothing.
Well, I'm guessing the alarm was kind of taken off by the crash.
That might be true.
So he goes off, and he goes into the throne room, and Singe brings Arcanon the Dark Energy. He says, I have this thing. And he's like, yes, I finally have the thing. And all of a sudden,
like safe and sound. And I was like, oh, the Heckle, that was your shot, man.
Yeah. Heckle sees it, and he like flashes back.
Yeah, he has this weird flashback of
apparently,
seeing the Energem set it off, I think.
Yeah. Like, apparently his home planet was Sentai 6.
Yeah.
And so, like, he was, I guess, I'm assuming he was, like, the protector of the Dark Energem
like the keeper of the book.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Yeah.
But he ended up dropping it, and he went to go pick up the gem, and when he touched it, he turned into Snide.
Yeah.
And then Arcanon took the gem from him, and he wiped his memory of that. And,
ever seeing it again. He just always thought he was this thing.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
It was. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't explain like why they changed from one to the other, just kind of at random.
Yeah, that's right.
My theory is that the Dark Energem is so evil that it's kind of almost chaotic, so it wouldn't have like a set off,
because it does the same thing for
Dueling and Zenowing. Yeah.
That's probably good. That's probably what happened there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was weird. I think.
Way to go, show.
Do you think the gem bonded to him? Because I think that's what happened.
Bonded to Heckle?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I mean, that's why they wouldn't. That's why they didn't want to kill him.
I don't know.
And we've never seen.
I didn't think about that.
We've never seen Arcanon actually use the gem. I mean, he's just touched people with it, but he wasn't like Sledge, where he was like, I got a gun,
Oh, yeah. I got a gun.
Yeah. It was a gun, I'm just saying.
Yes, I remember. I was there.
Yeah, so I think that's what happened. The gem bonded to him, but Arcanon took it from him, and because the thing is so chaotic, he's able to use it, but not like in a
efficient,
in a more effective way.
Yeah,
like he can't morph to it. So that's what I think happened. But then again, that's the theory. But anyway, after the flashback, Heckle is super pissed off. He just
walks right up to him.
Subtlety altogether. He just walks right up to Arcanon and says, "You destroy my whole planet, I will destroy you."
Yeah.
The last thing I do.
It is intense.
And yeah, Arcanon.
Ryan Carter just goes off.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Whoosh.
And Arcanon says, train him back up, and I'd like to see you try. And it was cool.
Yeah.
And so I was super happy.
And then we cut to the Rangers who were training in the woods. I don't really know why. We haven't seen them effectively train since using the Dino X Charger.
Well, I mean, they trained at the beginning of this episode, though, and it was just a callback and whatever. And it's supposed to show that Xenowing is able to work with them together now as a team.
Oh, I see, teamwork.
And
yes.
That's pretty much how the episode ends.
Yeah.
But wow.
Xenowing and Riley have kind of a reconciliation because they're now bonded to each other. Yeah. It's trippy.
It's crazy. Do you think they feel pain for each other?
I don't know. I
would assume.
I don't want to think about that.
Are you sure? Man, it was crazy. No.
Sorry.
Yeah. Just kind of sing the song.
I really love that.
We can't do it. But this was fantastic. This was the Power Rangers episode that I was waiting for.
Yeah. It came about 6 episodes too late. Man, we had to sit through the Halloween special on episode 13 before we got to this.
Yeah, and even episode 13 had some really good elements, but again, it moved into something that was pointless.
Yes.
But this, nothing is pointless in this episode. Everything's important. We leave the
dialogue went up, man. That was the main thing that I noticed about this episode. Was the dialogue is phenomenal.
Yeah, and the actors, man,
they're on.
They finally have something to chew on, and they go for it. It was cool.
They didn't just give up like they did in the Halloween special. Did you see it? I'll show it to you after we're done here.
Okay, so is there anything else you want to say about this episode? But yeah,
I have sung this episode's praises pretty good.
This is fantastic. I don't know. I think this might take it. This is your favorite episode so far. This is just fantastic.
Well, I don't know because I feel like this momentum is going to roll through to the end of the finale before the Christmas special.
Like with Jungle Fury and how it started and 10 episodes later.
Well, first of all, the Jungle Fury is its own thing.
Okay.
More like Adventure Time, right? Where you just have this one episodic TV series that goes.
I don't know. I mean, I
carries its own
I think it's
merit.
Like that. Just
we should talk about that.
Episodes. Man. Yeah, we'll get into it after this.
Oh man, I don't know if I can recall all of that shit.
Is there anything else you want to say about this episode? But yeah, this is probably going to get a very good review from me.
Probably
because
I should hope so.
This was awesome.
This was intense. It was brutal.
Was crazy.
It was exactly what we wanted. This is the potential that we were talking about for season 1.
Yeah.
And it finally
got it.
Picked it up.
Yeah. The show's almost over. But hopefully we can ride this until the end. I would love for the last 5 episodes of the show to be just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. So
this is going to be our Halloween series, right?
Halloween
videos.
Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when these are coming out?
Well, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I got a week, so I'm going to try to crank out as many videos.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure that's what we were doing.
Yeah. So, thank you for
Austin Powers is a great movie.
Joining us on the Power Chamber podcast.
And my ship Andy.
I'm Nick, aka IronBet 1993. May the Power Chamber protect you.
Episode 16 is so good.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome.